fastest classical singer in the world who has an interesting connection to the British motor industry. Many people we could have gone to for this one, but in the end we selected two, and they are, would you please welcome them now, Michael Ball and Alfie Ball! Gentlemen, thank you very much. How are you? Have a seat. You going all the way. Both British this week. Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome. Now, I've just described you as classical singers, but actually that's not strictly true, is it? You're not.
Well, it is for me.
Yeah, not. But the classical music, how was it described in that movie in the loop? It was all vowels, which it is. Nobody likes classical music.
Do that again.
Come on tour. Whatever your music is, however, it is unbelievably popular. Last Christmas, you were #1 with your Joint, the album, and that kept the Stones and Little Mix, whoever the hell they are, off the #1. And then this year, your album's keeping, where is it, the Stereophonics?
We went to #1 again, and it's still it's doing all right.
Because I was thinking, okay, so what sort of music is it? And I was looking on YouTube,
Right.
at clips of you two singing. The audience is quite old.
Those are Michael's fans.
The other ones, do they smell of urine? No?
Okay, we were just waiting. One of your audience said that they bought our album. So there is someone here who has our album. Where is
she? There's a surprise.
She's now denying it.
Yeah, she's denying it. She's surrounded by a load of bikers, that's what. We've got to get onto these connections with motor industry, because that's what people are interested in,
Right.
which is a genuinely fascinating thing that we've managed to find with you two. Because we'll start with you, if we may.
Sure.
Michael, your dad was world sales chief for British Leyland.
That's where he ended. He started off as an Austrian apprentice back in the 50s, and eventually ended up as world sales chief for BL under Michael Edwards and the whole Red Robbo scenario, and when they actually went bust.
So you grew up in a British Leyland household.
Totally, yeah.
So how did you ever get to school?
We did have some dogs.
But did they make anything that wasn't a dog?
No. My favourite one had to be the Allegro a Keep. The ugliest cup with the Go Fast
With the Go Fastest, yellow and brown Go Fastest stripe.
And matching nylon interior.
But I thought, didn't your dad progress up to things like E-types?
Yeah, I remember crashing the E-type. Taking me to school, funnily enough. Third day he had it. And someone into the back of him, he went into the back of underneath a lorry, because it was...
Well, there's a lot of nose to go under a lorry, let's be honest with you.
But he launched the fascinating thing is he launched the Mini. He was the guy, he was given a 500 quid budget, was taken in by his Zagonas and all of them. They said, this is the car we want to make some headlines, do a thing with it. And he came up with this concept of it's magic, and put on one of the first ever car launches.
Didn't you do the thing about how many things can you get in a Mini?
That's right. That's absolutely
because which became a huge thing for those of us old enough to remember. They were always seeing what they could get in a Mini.
Yeah.
It's like up to 800 Boy Scouts. I'm going to move it on, if I may, to not your dad, but you actually worked on the shop floor at TVR.
I did.
Were you there a while?
Yeah, I was there for about 2 years, 2 or 3 years.
There are some questions I've got about TVR, because as I understand, people who worked on the shop floor would often, before the cars were painted or underneath the carpets in the boot floor, leave messages.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Absolutely. There's a guy driving around in a TVR Griffith on the bonnet with a big penis shape on it. Underneath the
Before it was painted?
Yeah, there's a car door somewhere with Alfie's a twat.
I think I got that.
They basically got some things right about TVR.
Because I mean, if you always think that, they couldn't possibly have done this. If you've got a TV on, you lift up the carpet in the boot.
There'll be a message somewhere, yeah.
Because wasn't it a way of passing messages onto one another down? Well, that wasn't really a production line, but...
Yeah, that was the flatting shop would pass the message down to the paint shop, and yeah, usually rude and annoying. But, yeah.
Did they used to spray the backs of your heads as well with...
Yeah, they'd come up to you and just straight across the back of your neck.
With the paint? Which was cyanide? Yeah, it was.
Cyanide-based paint. Yes.
Why did TVR
I came out in a bit of a rash, but I'm all right now.
Why did they use cyanide paint?
Just because it was the metallic feel it would get from it, that real
Oh,
crisp.
like a metal flake.
Yeah, yeah, crystal.
So that must have hurt. Well, we exploded inside.
It did a little bit. It stung for a while. The worst thing was being shoved through the powder coating room. That really got under your skin. That itched like crazy. That was rough.
It's a wonder TVR went out of business. How did that happen? Because they had the engine, presumably your dad's engines, weren't they? Because they were using the V8s from Rover V8s.
Yeah, they built this engine bay, and they mounted this engine on a plinth, and then stuck the exhaust into this metal box, bricked around the metal box, fired it up on the first test of one of the engines, and they didn't turn the extractor fan on. So this metal box was turning into this huge bomb, basically. It backfired, lit up everything, bricks flying everywhere, all the paintwork, cars were smashed to pieces with bricks and the metalworking. The foreman came up and said, "What's wrong?" So just get on with it. Clean up, all right. And that was it.
Anyone ever killed there?
Not as oh, there was a guy, yeah. I think.
We're laughing.
Yeah, no, it was
awful.
Yeah, he did. He went in the spray booth without his mask on and just started spraying and killed over, and that was it.
Well, so he's supposed to be self-assault.
Yeah, it was crazy.
No, because
the paint job was good.
So how did you get from there to singing?
Well, I was working in the factory and working on a Griffith, and I was polishing it away, and this guy was overhearing me singing along to the radio, and he said, you've got a good voice, you should try out for this company in London. And I took the day off work, went down to London and sang for this company and got taken on. Came back to TVR, handed in my notice. My foreman was went crazy. He said, "What do you want to go and do that for? Singing?" He said, "Why do you want to leave this job? You're on 60 quid a week."
Well, there we are. Didn't you try to get Michael to give you a leg up in the
When I was at college, and I stayed in the same area of London that he was living at the time. I was renting a room, and I posted a note through his door to see if he'd give us a bit of advice, and never heard a thing.
See, you look nice.
Oh, I know.
You have that nice-looking face, but actually it beats a cold heart.
I'm a cold bastard. I mean, no, I still haven't given him
Can
anything.
you remember it? You don't remember the postcard?
No.
Like your house burned down.
Yeah, it did. So, no,
Did you do that?
I didn't hear anything from him. It's the only way forward.
So anyway, you're here in the depths of the English countryside. And how did it go on the track?
I'm dreading this, man.
Are you? I loved every second.
I was told that there is quite a bit of needle between who is the fastest today.
Yeah.
Well, there's a big dinner, right?
Don't take, there is a dinner.
really
Right?
major dinner.
So who should we go with first? Let's have a look at Michael's.
Okay.
Here we are, and it's a smooth start. Up into second.
Pedal to the metal.
Well, pedal to the carpet. Now, I like to brake halfway through this one, and you do as well. I don't make sense because then you've got more speed going on to the tricky bit, which is coming up now because we've run out of money, and there it is. The gravel really, keeping it quite tidy through there and tidy through there as well.
Who does gravel on a racetrack?
Oh, you haven't got the money. Right, now, you got it. This is the I can't remember what it's called, gravel cell, that's what it is, named after carousel at the Nürburgring. On to difficult bit 2.
Is that any good?
Yeah, no, that's pretty
Quite
good,
slow.
actually. No, because sometimes if you keep it tidy and it looks slow, it's actually fast. That's a hard corner. Because it always is more slippery than you think. Right, now, smoothly on to the main straight. Well, not smoothly, virtually stopping. And
Nothing good.
good. Now, this is supposed to be flat. It's quite greasy out there today, so you probably wouldn't be. That's, yeah, no, you definitely aren't. Right, final corner coming up now. Hard on the ball, more understeer, not as bad as last week, but there we are, across the line.
I didn't crash.
You definitely didn't crash.
Slow and steady wins the race, or gets around. What's that?
These are the times, but we're not going to reveal them until we've had a look at Alfie Nooks, as we like to call you all week when you were coming on. Right, let's have a look at Alfie's lap. Oh, fog's come down.
You get special effects.
Right, Right, and he's disappeared.
All right, Bally, I'm coming after you.
God, that really is a pea super. Could you see all right?
No, it was...
Oh, there's an excuse, huh? You should say yes.
Yeah, I was fine.
That's nice and smooth through there. Now, are you exuberant on the gravel? Let's have a look as we come up here. Oh, that's wide.
Oh, this gravel turn is as wide as Michael's vibrato.
That traction control is really letting you have some angle there as we come now to difficult bit 2. Cutting that corner nicely, sliding wide on that one. Very different styles you two have got here. God, that really is fishtailing down there. On to the tarmac once again. We'll ignore that.
Yeah.
And then...
That's illegal.
You almost stopped as well. Now, here we go. And never as dangerous as a swearist. Right, now. That seems fast but wide. Oh, he's off. No, he's back on. Stopping. Why is... No, not... Literally stopping. And then... Across the line. I actually don't like this bit. Having to reveal the times to two people when it really matters.
Really matters.
It does.
An awful lot.
Anyway, what are the times here?
Are you nervous? I'm really nervous.
I've shut myself.
It smells like one of your audiences. I'm coming again. Right. Michael Ball.
Yes.
You did it. In 1 minute, 23.3.
God, my heart is pounding.
Alfie Bow. 1 minute. 20. 4.
Too exuberant.
I think too exuberant. You probably had more fun,
Yeah.
but you were faster.
Really?
I actually 1.1 second.
1.1 seconds?
Yeah, do you want me to say it again?
Would you mind? It's not the winning, it's the taking part.
So there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Alfie Bow and the fastest classical singer with a connection to the British motor industry, Michael Ball!
Now, this week we are in